Hi, my name is Sarah Wingate-Gray. You may have heard of me before with my other Arts and Science Department modules. That would be great, and do come and join me again on BASC0007. This is a level 5 module, and it's open to all arts and science students and other students from across UCL. We cover all of the main genres of creative writing, so we're looking at the short story, so short forms of prose. We're also looking at some novels. For example, we have Ali Smith's How to Be Both on the syllabus, as well as Graham Greene's The Heart of the Matter, big fan. And then we also look at some poetry, contemporary and other poetry writing from the 20th century, so authors such as Charlotte Mew, Anne Sexton, and Elizabeth Bishop. And then we also look at some creative non-fiction. So, for instance, not quite what I was planning, these are some 6-word memoirs. So we're looking at the role of memoir and creatively writing in the non-fiction genre. So over the 10 weeks, we'll cover all of those different creative writing genres. We'll be doing readings and writings in class every week. So each week in class, you will be expected to produce some writing in class with some writing exercises, and then I'll also send you out every week to do your own little piece of writing too. We'll then send that round every week to our peers, and we'll have a critique in class. There's a number of assignments as part of this module. They obviously include the writing process. So the big one is at the end of the module, you will produce your own long-form piece of creative writing. And you'll also produce a short reflective essay where you'll critique your own work and let us know how successful or otherwise you think you were with incorporating various techniques that we'll have learnt over the 10 weeks of term. There's also a group project where we produce a final publication. So this is a newspaper project. All students produce a piece of their own writing that goes into the newspaper. So this is the copy that we produced from last term's module. And then I've got various copies over the years as we've gone on. So this is one of the first ever issues that came out. I think this was the second issue that students produced. And so on. So we've always had some fantastic artists as well on the module who produced some of the cover images. And we were very lucky in last term's module running of this that we had some fantastic illustrations also that were produced by students, including the front cover. And then you will also submit a small portfolio at the end of the module, which is just simply your weekly notes from class. That's a little notebook that you'll hand in. So those are the assignments, including an essay where you select one of the set texts to write upon. You have free rein over that, so you can, if you really liked, for example, Mary Mann, who's a short story writer from East Anglia in the 19th century, then you can pick her to write about. It's a really great class because it gives you the opportunity to do much more kind of in-depth reading and criticism around a literary text and analysing a text in close textual detail, and also the opportunity to do your own creative writing week in and week out. So if you would like to get better at writing, or indeed if you think you've already got a bit of a talent for that and would like to extend it and develop it a little more, then I'd love to have you on the class. Be aware you need to submit a small portfolio of writing to get onto this module. That can be in any of the genres we teach, so that might be creative non-fiction or poetry or prose. It needs to have just been written in the last 12 months, or you can write it especially for the class. Submit that before the class starts so that we can decide who gets a place on the module. Be aware this is a very popular module, so the earlier you get your module choice form in and pick us, the better chance you have of getting onto the module. It's so popular, in fact, that we run it in both terms 1 and term 2. So don't worry, if you don't get a place on term 1, hopefully there's a spot for you in term 2. Look forward to seeing you there.